Hello, I'm Joe Navickas, and I'm going to show you some charting examples of what we do in my investing class. And I'm going to walk you through real life. Today is Friday, February 21st, 2014. And one thing that we teach students to trade, they could try to beat the market. A nice way to get the market return is to trade what are called exchange traded funds, ETFs. And so the ETF that we're looking at on the screen right here is called SPY, SPY, and SPY basically mirrors the return of what the S&P is doing. So if we look today, the market was slightly down, and so the closing price of SPY was $183.89. So what we teach the students, we teach them technical analysis, and when we look at the charts, we're going to look at a 3-month chart here of SPY, and you can kind of see we like to show what our support and resistance levels, and so support levels are basically the bottoms. It's the floor of the chart. And right here we can see the lowest level of the chart over 3 months is right here. And if we compare it to the prior low, it did make a lower low. Now, the resistance level is the top of the chart. It's kind of the ceiling of the chart. And if we look at this 3-month SPY chart, we can see we have a nice, clean resistance level right in that area. So we have, in 3 months, we have a resistance right around 185. And then our support level is ballpark 173. And so definitely we show students how to find these levels, and then we make our trades based off of the levels that we choose. If I go to a 6-month chart, you can kind of see the pattern is now drawn out a little bit more. And when we look where the S&P originally broke out, it broke out from its prior ceiling right in here. It broke out right in the middle of October, and as we watch the pattern unfold here, our old ceiling now becomes, if I can draw my line the best I can, becomes the new floor. And we see that 185 level is playing out really nicely right here. It keeps hitting that resistance level. The stock market, the S&P, does not want to push back, and so it keeps hitting this 185 resistance level and bouncing off. So the chart is playing out nicely moving into next week. So as we look at this chart moving into next week, we kind of come to the conclusion here that obviously we're either going to break through resistance, and if we do break in an upward pattern here through resistance, now this resistance level becomes the new support. My thoughts on it is I think we're not going to break through resistance, and we're going to come off and we're going to head back towards our floor. And in this pattern where you go between resistance and support is called congestion. So we're probably going to be in this congestion cycle, and right now we're at the top of the congestion cycle. So right now the recommendation would be to consider selling SPY versus buying SPY at this moment. So that's an example of what we teach in investing. We teach our levels, picking the charts, finding stocks that show volatility, and then we make our trades off of the chart. All right, have a great weekend, and hopefully you get out and enjoy your families, and we'll begin our trades on Monday.